Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk about how I just switched over from like being here as a student and then, just going like right into like teaching. So like the main like plan that I had like put together is that I'm going to come to Japan and then I'll be here for, forever. Forever. Yeah, it was no like I'll be here for like a year. I don't even know why actually. I don't know why I had like the mindset that, like I'm gonna be here forever, but like I came knowing at the start that I wanted to be here forever, and that's like I said, that's pretty much why I did not go back to walk. I just like switched right over into like teaching English. Now during that time, I felt like the easiest way for me to like just switch over into like being here for long term is that I had to like do some kind of job. And obviously there's a few jobs you can do, but obviously the one that everybody goes to is teaching, obviously, because it's probably the easiest one to get into because there's just so many teaching jobs you can go to and just like just start working. I mean, like, it took me not that long to get into Nova, but I'll go into that right now. So the main plan was I was in school, and then I was thinking like I need to start like looking for a job, and everybody, they have, well, majority of students, like their last year, they tend to miss a lot of classes, and the reason why is because they're going job hunting, and during that time, like, the teachers usually excuse like all those absences, like, oh, okay, well, you're job hunting, so that's like whatever. I don't even think we don't have that in America actually, but like a lot of my friends, they were like missing class because they had interviews here and here and here, and the teachers just always just excuse them, just like, oh, okay, because you're job hunting, you're trying to find that job, that next step, like right after school. I mean, like, that's a pretty cool thing. I thought, like, wow, like, you could just because you have an interview, like, for that day, you're excused or whatever. And they would miss a lot of days. I mean, like, a lot, because they had interviews here and there, but like they would be like not even in class, like majority of like their last year. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty crazy. But it was cool because they got to like get a head start on finding, their next job, doing interviews and so forth. So as soon as they finished school, like, they just roll right into like their next job. That's pretty much what I did. I mean, I'm not Japanese, and I'm not a. I wasn't. Well, I mean, I wasn't a Japanese student, but I was in school in Japan. So that's what I did. I started looking for jobs. To teach, like I said, you need to have a degree. I didn't have a degree, but what they did is, like, since my degree was supposed to come, after you graduate, like I said, it takes some time. You just show them like your last grades or whatever, and just so they know that you graduated. And I think I even asked my university for something to confirm that I graduated, but that I'm just waiting for my scholarship. Forgot what that's called, if that does have a specific name. But that's what I gave them, and then I started working. But I was looking for some jobs. Nova was the first one to contact me, so obviously that's the first one I went to. At the time, it's Nova slash Jibun Mirai. I don't know if that's which one they go by now, or I think they still go by Nova, but it used to be Jibun Mirai, but they went through so many lawsuits and stuff like that. The teaching life is pretty crazy. Yeah, there's just so much going on with like money issues and so forth. There was just so much going on. I was just like, wait, so I'm not going to get paid? But there was so much going on, and I just thought, like, if I just switch right into doing some kind of work, for some time, then I'll be good. And my whole plan after that was actually to go to grad school here. I did not go to grad school, obviously, because I had to go back and have surgery. But like, the plan was to work for like a year or two, so I can better my Japanese some more, and then from there I was gonna go into a grad school here, and then hopefully find my next step in life. It wasn't, the grad school thing was a thing I was gonna do. It wasn't like super part of like my plans, I guess. They were part of a lot of different earlier plans of mine, but like my dream job, like I said, it's still different. It doesn't really involve grad school or whatever. but I always want to have a backup just in case, because I mean, you never know if you actually get the job that you really want. But I just want to at least love whatever job I'm doing. If I can at least do that, then I'll be happy, you know. And then, so that's what I did. I went to Nova pretty much because I applied and they contacted me fairly quickly. I want to say one of the benefits to just doing, you know, like Eikaiwa, or, you know, just being an English teacher, but obviously for like all ages, from like, you know, preschoolers, I think we did, all the way up to like retirees. The main like point to doing that, or like the benefit to doing that to me, I mean, not like you can't come anytime through Interact, but like you can come really anytime with like Nova or Gaba or something like that, because there's not a school year timing. Majority of the time they want you to come at the start or end of a school year. You know, it's kind of hard to come in at the middle. Obviously that's because the students are like, you know, they're, for Japan, I don't know, I don't feel like we're that sensitive in America. But for Japan, they always worry about how the kids will react to things. So if you have this teacher and then you switch out and then you have this one, they're scared that the students won't react to the new teacher the way they did with the old teacher, or it'll cause conflict with the students and all this stuff. And I'm just like, really? Just because they changed teachers? Like, okay. But yeah, that's a big thing here. But I mean, they don't really like to switch too much at Nova, especially if you do like the little kids. But like for the grown-ups or whatever, since you get to like just choose pretty much like who you want to like be your teacher for the day, like it really wouldn't matter. I mean, like, I love Greg, so I'm gonna go see Greg because Greg's here today or whatever. I love Richard, so I'm gonna go see Richard. I love doing one-on-ones with Richard. I love my group of girls or a group of guys with Stephanie, you know, whatever. You get to choose who you want to be with, so it really doesn't matter. So people come and go all the time in like the Eikaiwa world, as compared to like ALT. Like fairly, like nobody has left my city, if you want to say it, if you want to put it like that, except for one recently. But it's like kind not uncommon, obviously, because people usually stick it out for the year. But I mean, there's people that leave too. But majority of the time, they don't really like people to leave, obviously, because, like I said, the students. Like, why do we have this teacher now? Especially, they can't find like a permanent teacher for them like right away. So then the students probably have generally a lot of different subs, and that's just not a good thing. But I think that's like the best point about it. No, it's not actually. The second one that I want to talk about is the best point. But the first one, like I said, coming at any time, because like you can be in America or you can be here, and then you just want to easily transfer it over into like doing something here. Or even in Korea, I think they have something like that too. If you're not with the public systems, you know, you can just easily apply whenever you want to and just come and do it. But I think the main thing I like about being an English teacher or Eikaiwa teacher instead of the ALT that I am now is that I was able to talk to so many different people. Like I said, there's so much you don't know about other people, and there's so much Japanese people just don't know about each other like at all. Like I don't even know if I said this before, but Yama said like it's crazy how much I know compared to like a Japanese person, because Japanese people know nothing about themselves. Like they don't talk about anything. Like they don't talk about their emotions or anything like that. But like when I was like an Eikaiwa teacher, I don't know if this is for everybody, or maybe I'm just nice, or I just seem open where you can just start talking. But like a majority of people, they just started telling me like all their different like worries and what they go through in life and all this, you know. And I'm like, so does that mean we're not using the book today? Like, you don't want to learn nothing? Like, no, I just want to talk. I'm like, okay, you know. And I just learned so much, and for me that was actually pretty cool, because like there's just so much you think you know about people, and then like they dive into why this is this, why this is this. You know, there's a lot of stereotypical things that people know about like Japan, you know, or that you've probably learned in school, but you majority of times you don't really know why things are the way they are. I mean, like I can go over some of the things I learned in school, like, like the I think even in my Japanese class I learned that, like, the rate of having babies is low in Japan. Like, nobody's really having babies. You know, um, majority of Japan is older. Like, I mean, generally, if you really walk around Japan, majority of people are older, and I mean like really old. And there's not too many kids. I mean, I go to a lot of schools that are just empty. Like one class per grade. I'm like, wow, why even keep the school open? Might as well just move these teachers to this school or something. But then I guess they lose jobs, so I guess that's sad. But it's just like, it's crazy that like, I don't know if they would do anything like that in America, but like literally a big school, but there's only one class for each grade. And I'm just like, wow, like that's crazy that it's still open. That's what I thought when I first got here, But I was just like, wow, that's crazy that we still would keep this open. I thought you would have just moved them to like this middle school or something like that. But I guess it's closer or whatever. But I don't know. It's just crazy. But yeah, majority of people are older. There's not too many babies. People usually generally know about like suicides being high in Japan, obviously with like the suicide forest and so forth. People know like that kind of stuff. But majority of people don't know why those things occur and why they are the way they are. But I learned so much about why Japanese people do this and why Japanese people do that, just because everybody wanted to dump like all their worries on me, because they can't do it to anybody else. Like, they can't talk to other Japanese people about it. So like everybody would just tell me, and I'm just like, like at first I was like because I love to listen to people. Like, if you ever talk to me or if you ever meet me, like, I love listening to like what people have to say. And obviously I love hanging out. I love doing all that kind of stuff. So I'm very, very, very active as a person. But I learned so much, and I'm just like, wow. And then when I talk to the Japanese people and they say stuff, I'm just like, wow, they just don't know. And it's just crazy. Like, I think to myself too, like, before I had conversations with Yama about this, because Yama didn't know a lot of stuff. And he's like, wow, you know so much. He's like, I don't know, like, none of this. And I was like, I talked to a lot of Japanese people, and they just dump all their worries on me. He's like, wow, that's crazy. But even like him and like other people would agree, like, Japanese people don't really open up to other people. So actually it's pretty cool, because they're like, wow, I'm actually surprised that so many Japanese people open up to you about this. I was like, maybe because they couldn't talk to nobody else, But, they dumped all, like, everything on me. Like, even your friends, like, they don't tell their friends about this stuff, so, like, nobody knows. But I think that was, like, the biggest thing, because, like, I really wanted to know more about different cultures, different people, and so forth. So, from teaching English through, like, Eikaiwa, I learned so much about Japan. And, like, honestly, like I said, or, like, other Japanese people have told me, like, I know way more than the average Japanese person about Japanese people. And I got all that knowledge just from teaching English. So I want to say that's probably like probably for me the biggest benefit to teaching. I mean, it depends on if they open up to you like they did me, because I can't really say like everybody's gonna do that for you. But for me, like it was just like whatever. And then some people just started diving in, like just giving me all of their things, and I'm just like, oh, like that's pretty deep. And it was not even just one person, it was just so many. But I was just like, wow, like, it happy that like somebody, like, I mean, some of these people, like, I would only meet like once. And it's like, I don't know, I did have a guy tell me one time, not too many people like just say random stuff, but he told me like if I just met you, you just seem like the type of person I could just say stuff to. And he's like, I wish I was like that type of person like you, like, because the majority of people, they see like how I am, and then they think like, oh, he's kind of cold, and I'm really not. But like at the same time, like, just because of my outer appearance, everybody thinks I'm cold. But like you look like you just open, and I could just easily talk to you. And then I do talk to you, and then you're still like what I see like on the exterior. I'm like, oh, thank you, because nobody ever really just told me that. But I was like, but then like through life, I figured like maybe that's true, like, because I learned so much. But I think that was like the biggest thing for me. Like I said, the benefits probably would be like you could just come at any time. I want to say, as long as you can get your passport and stuff together. If you contact like Nova, GABA, or any of those Aeon and so forth, like, you just come kind of whenever you want to, as long as you get the job. And ALTs, you generally have to come at a specific time. And obviously, if you want to start school here, you have to come at a specific time. But the only thing, like I said, that would not be the benefit is like you're gonna be with English teachers all the time. So generally, you could probably make some cool foreign friends unless they all gossip a lot or there's some kind of like nonsense between that too. But like if not, like maybe you'll have somebody to like connect with, you know. But if you're here like me and you really really want to better your Japanese, or I came here really to better my Japanese, then you know it's probably not the best place. I want to say that's the only like drawback on being an English teacher. But if you really want to learn a lot about Japanese people, then I mean, like I said, not saying that it'll happen for you too, but that was the way I did it, and I know so much. I don't want to say everything I know, but you know, but like I know so much. So yeah, give it a try. If you guys were ever, you know, like Eikaiwa teacher and you learn like a lot about Japan through Japanese people from being like in Eikaiwa, please let me know. I really want to know like if it was only me, because then now I'm like, wow. But like if other people, like if you learn a lot about Japanese people through like teaching English, you know, please let me know in the comments below. See you guys next time. Bye.